What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube, and today I am wrestling with myself. I've got your NXT TakeOver Phoenix 2019 preview. I haven't been doing a whole lot of these because they haven't gotten a lot of feedback. If you guys like these and want to see more, or if you're fans of other aspects of my channel but you don't like wrestling, tell me in the comments below. What do you guys want to see from me in 2019? I want to grow my channel. I would like to do football, wrestling, horror, haul videos, poetry, reviews. I would like to do all that stuff. But if there are certain aspects you like or dislike more and want to see more or less of in my channel, please tell me in the comments below. But for the first time this year, in 2019, I am wrestling with myself with the NXT TakeOver Phoenix 2019 preview. This is a 5-match card. It is stacked. It is fire. Takeovers are always good. There's never been a bad takeover yet in the 5 years that it's been around. I'm very excited for this card. More excited for this than I am for Royal Rumble because I follow NXT weekly. I don't follow Raw and SmackDown weekly anymore. But there's 5 matches on this show, and I want to give you guys my predictions really quickly here. And you guys can tell me in the comments how you think I'll do and what your predictions are. Please tell me down below. We're opening up with a rematch from last TakeOver, Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. I haven't really gotten into Cassius Ohno much since he's been back in NXT. I just haven't been a big fan of his work. I know he's a longtime ring veteran. I always loved him as Chris Hero in the Indies, but since he went from the technical style to the more brawling kind of knockout style, I haven't liked that style as much personally. It's just me. But I do like the new heel turn. I think it's been a nice little mini push for him recently. Matt Riddle's another guy. I'm going to get a lot of heat for this in the comments. I apologize ahead of time, but I don't see as much in Matt Riddle as most people do. I know he has a great look. I know his body is just chiseled, and he has the mixed martial arts background with UFC. But I'm not as big a fan of Riddle as most people are. I think his promos are a little cringy. The whole bro thing, I just don't get it. I don't think his character is that well defined, and I think his wrestling is okay. I think he's a solid wrestler. Both these guys have big statures and are very good at brawling and submissions, so this should be a fun physical matchup, but I'm not super into either guy personally. But I think Matt Riddle gets the win here again, just like he did last time. Cassius Ohno did get a push by beating Keith Lee on TV, but I think Riddle's going to get the win here. He's their big future star, and Cassius Ohno is more the player coach training center guy they've been using to train the new guys. So I think Riddle needs the win more here, I guess. And I think he's got a big future ahead of him because they see a lot of things in him. Then we have 4 matches that I'm very, very excited for. 4 title matches that are stacked. This one for the NXT Tag Team titles. Undisputed Era against War Raiders. This should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this. This is the 2 best teams in NXT. I'm really looking forward to this one. This should be a tag team classic, high octane, power versus speed. Undisputed Era's got the technical style, trying to kind of wear the bigger guys down and take a body part, take an arm or a leg, and seclude them to their corner, cut the ring off in half. War Raiders with the agility and power advantage here. I'm looking forward to this one a lot, but I think War Raiders take this one. I think we're going to see a couple title changes on this show and a couple title changes at the Mania TakeOver. So they kind of got to split them in half here. I think we're going to see a couple changes here, and I think War Raiders take it. They could very easily go to a DQ finish or have Undisputed Era cheat to win here and then switch the belts in Mania. But I think the War Raiders, they're still undefeated right now. I think they're going to take the belts here early, and then Undisputed Era may get their rematch at WrestleMania. And if they don't win, they can move up to the main roster. I think Adam Cole and company are due for a main roster debut sometime this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if Undisputed Era lost the belts here, lost the Mania rematch, and then went up to the main roster as a foursome. So looking forward to that. This should be great. But I think War Raiders win the tag belts here. Then we have for the NXT Women's Championship, Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair. This one is the most hard one to call, I think, out of the entire 5. Bianca Belair, as you guys know, is undefeated, and Shayna Baszler is a 2-time champion who's barely lost in her career. This is 2 powerhouses. I'm looking forward to seeing Bianca Belair in a main stage takeover match, a big match. She has all the tools. She has the look, she has the character, she has the mic skills, she has the agility. Shayna Baszler is one of the most improved wrestlers week to week that you see. Her heel character, her isolating of body parts, she has that more realistic mixed martial arts style that she uses. I think these 2 are going to clash perfectly. I think it's a good match of styles. 2 strong characters, 2 strong wrestlers. But I think Shayna Baszler retains here. I think Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir get involved, and I think that causes Baszler to get the win. You don't want to really end Bianca Belair's streak too early, but if there's some chicanery, Baszler can retain so that all the belts don't switch, and Belair can get her rematch at Takeover Mania and wins there. I think it's another case where they have a rematch at Takeover Mania, and Belair wins the belt there, or whoever else the next challenger is beats Baszler, and then Baszler goes to the main roster as well. So I think she's due for a call-up soon. She's done all she can do here in NXT, but I think having Baszler cheat to win with her two horsewoman buddies saves Belair from losing clean, and also gives Baszler a bit of a longer run. So I'm looking forward to this a lot, and I think by hook or by crook, Baszler retains by cheating. Then we have for the NXT North American Championship, Ricochet defends against Johnny Gargano, and this one is going to be fire. I am most looking forward to this match out of all the matches in the entire weekend. I think this match steals the show, not only for TakeOver, but for the Rumble as well. Best match of the weekend. I'm looking forward to this so much. This storyline with Ciampa and Gargano hating each other, but kind of being on the same side, with Johnny kind of turning bad because of Ciampa, and just the whole dichotomy of the way they've done this storyline. This is the best written angle that I've seen in years. This is better than anything on the main roster has been for a long, long time. I love this storyline. Ciampa was the one to suggest this. Gargano gets the shot here, and I'm going to surprise you all. I think Johnny Gargano wins the North American Championship here. I think somehow Ciampa gets involved and has Gargano win, because we're heading towards some big Gargano-Ciampa face-off. And we don't know if it's going to be like evil DIY, if DIY is going to reform his heels, or if Ciampa kind of leads Gargano more to the dark side and Gargano beats him that way, or if Gargano kind of comes back around and sees what he's doing as a heel and dethrones Ciampa at some point. So I'm not quite sure how this one plays out. It's the hardest one of the hardest ones to call of the entire weekend. But I think Johnny Gargano, by virtue of Ciampa cheating, wins this title, and that furthers the storyline of Ciampa and Gargano and gets Ricochet a loss without really losing clean. So this one should be a barn burner. I think Gargano wins the belt here, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm kind of guessing on that one. For the main event for the NXT title, Tomaso Ciampa defends against Alistair Black. Again, this should be a lot of fun. Two big hosses, two hard-hitting guys, two intense characters, intense personalities that are masters of striking. I think this ought to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this one a lot. They had a good title match back on TV a few months ago that was excellent. I think this will be great as well. I think it's just too soon for Ciampa to lose. I think he may get dethroned at the WrestleMania takeover, and I think Alistair Black is another person who is due to be called to the main roster soon. He's had the belt and he's lost it already. I think it's Alistair Black's time. He is ready to go to the main roster. I think Ciampa wins here, retains by cheating somehow, possibly even Gargano getting involved. We've seen Gargano and Black be involved for months. Gargano was the one to attack Black and hospitalize him in storyline. So I think Gargano gets involved just like Ciampa did in his match and causes Ciampa to win the title here. So Ciampa and Gargano hold the two male singles titles at the end of this show. And Alistair Black gets called to the main roster. You might see him in the Rumble tomorrow. Might see him in between Mania or right after Mania. So I'm not sure when, but I think Ciampa retains here. So what match are you guys most looking forward to? What do you guys think of my predictions? And what are your predictions? Tell me those things in the comments down below. Later on today, come back here as soon as this video gets uploaded. I'm going to start doing my Royal Rumble predictions as well. So if you guys want to see the main roster predictions, you will see those today as well. Tell me in the comments below what you guys think. I've been wrestling with myself. I will see you guys soon.